Peanut butter and jelly, and we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
We're going to start. 44, lady. Check 26, check 26. Kill.
On first down, Gaffney, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike Bobo. Let's go, defense. Lady. Hey, Delta. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Here we go. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Check 31. 36. Check.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. Lose 60. 32. No. Here we go.
And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lady. 57. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, 54. 5. You must be dreaming. 57 to Mike.
Stafford now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Stanford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
50-50. White.
To throw again. Stanford trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Packers' 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the left side. Gaffney. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gaffney. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 20. Yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now some space to operate. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. Mike 42, Mike 42. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day. Dude. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Check.
Darnold from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded inside the 5. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Slam. Watch out. 40 got. What happened?
Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to sling this and got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An even 90 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 80. Switch. Yo, 80. Mike's 42. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch safety creeping. Yo, 80.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Darnold for the red zone now. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go. Lady. Watch twist. Check. Cross. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tavecchio puts this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
11. White.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, wahoo! 53, Mike. Hey, easy! 53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Winfrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, third and goal.
Mike 5-4. Hey, orbit. Hey, come on now. Right there, 54.
From the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford as his guys are able to regain the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, high 7. 50, 50. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Operating from the gun. Stafford is going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? They just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Drill right, 22. Set the tone, defense, let's go. Kill, middle. Kill, get on.
Throwing again. Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
57, Mike, 57.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Watch the ship. Hey, lady. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, lady. Check. You draw Corkers. Kill.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd and 2, Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Back, back, back. Big end. Check 9, check 9. Check. Lucky. Jim, ready? Check safety.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's just one. It's just me and you. Check 52. Say, hot.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Mike's 4-2. I got one. Yo, 80. Check 3. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready? 42, Mike 42. Tight. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Rip right.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Oh, little 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down, Jets.
Check 24. Check 3. Tight dog. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Lady.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hairston. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike, 44. Yo. Red 80. 44 is the Mike. Red 80. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hatchet.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way.
And he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Red! Hey, exit! 57, Mike 57. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 57 to Mike.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And Adams has it complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Stafford now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Hey, 22! Middle. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, 32! 57's the mic. Rock 57. You ain't got nothing.
Now Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Bravo. Check. Let's go, D. Here we go.
Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, D.
2nd down and 10. Darnold looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Motion. Red 80. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Hey, Delta. 50. 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I got it.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready? Blue 60. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Check, 280. 57. Let him know.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field. Zebra.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
61, matchbox lights. 42, Mike 42. I can't believe they let you play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check 31, check 31. 86. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Stafford. Making the catch is Sternberger. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Check 43. Young lady. Hey, Echo. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Well, they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it's all